Hi, this is Daryl here. This is my video to show you how to fix the dreaded broken nail.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the nightmare of all guitar players, and that's a split nail. Like that. How horrible is that? Now, most repairs that you see are just cosmetic. They actually just go over the top. They don't do anything about the underneath. But that's not strong enough, I don't think. So what I've developed is a method using this little domed gizmo that I've made. Now this goes and fits any, let me get this in view, the curvature fits any nail. So even my pinky, I can go in that one there, so that gets underneath the nail. So that's the main thing that I shall use. It's brass, which I dome, and then I hammer it so that these parts are springy, so that when you put it under the nail and you hold it, like as you will do, like that, it actually forms the exact curve of under the nail. So what we use is quite a usual thing, is people use tea bags. Now I've tried silk, but I find that silk, when you play the guitar, it frays. So I don't like silk, so I still use a tea bag, and I cut a piece to go over the repair. Actually, I'll cut a larger piece than that. Sorry about this. Difficult to look at this screen at the same time. Now that's quite a large section, but I'll show you, because the larger it is, the more difficult it is to do. So I lay that, where are we here? Okay, I lay that on a piece of polythene. I've just got a little polythene bag here. Do you know, maybe that's just a fraction too big, so I'll just take a bit off that. But keep the two layers together, because that's important, because that means you're getting a 4-ply reinforcement. Okay, I'm going to go straight in for this. So first of all, you can see how awful that nail is. First of all, you just put a drop of glue onto the nail, like that. Okay, and then lay that halfway across the tea bag and fold that over with your thumb underneath, and then push with your pre-selected shape, sorry about this, push underneath the nail and then hold down on top. Right, you can't see that, can you? No, and that's out of focus. And when I take it off, you'll see that basically that has gone over the top, round and underneath the nail. I'll put that there so you can see that it's gone right underneath. But that's not the end of it, because I'll add another layer of glue, and then I put the tea bag, sorry, the polythene over, and then push this underneath the nail. Hold it and just push down as hard as you can. Right, so this is real time, and that will be done by now. And the polythene actually helps the super glue go off. And you can see now that's repaired. I can even file it now. and then do cosmetic things on the top. But basically, you see, you've got a 4-ply repair job. Now I would spend a little more time making that pretty, and I might even put just another layer of super glue on there and just hold it down like that. And that's your repair. You can play the guitar now. Well, if you can play the guitar. Okay. So what I'm doing, once I've cut out the shape, as you can see, and basically formed it, it's got creases and things, but I have to hammer it. It's called planishing. And I do that to add springiness to it. I then have to file and polish it obviously afterwards, but what that does is it makes it springy, so that when you put it underneath your finger and you press, it springs into the shape. You're taking? Okay, so a really clever way of making the patches out of the tea bag is to take a tea bag, and if you measure a centimetre, and then cut that, what you can use are nail clippers. So these give you the right shape actually. I'll just get rid of that first one there because that's if you put it in there and cut it, that gives you the right shape. Now if you put it in right up to the, as far as it goes to the hinge, and that will give you a piece that goes over the corner. Now if you wanted to, you could actually after that just chop the corners like that, but that's a very clever way of making sure you can get lots of these to repair your nails. Okay, that's it. So this is the celluloid fingernail cap that I make. That is actually what goes over the nail, like that. And that's what I used. This nail is now 2 weeks old, and you saw what I played with that, so it's given hard wear. I've actually had to file it down because it's grown. So it's stayed on, it's working absolutely brilliantly. So that's what I use. Okay. Alright, so this is these celluloid nail caps. They come in the box underneath, like that. And we have different sizes, obviously, for different nails. And so this is the one that's a real problem. That one's been covered with the 4-ply, that was fine. This one I have no nail at all, so I have to make a complete false nail. Now this is exactly the same stuff that Gibson use for their light or their thin pick. Exactly the same celluloid stuff, so it's wonderful. So I'm going to show you how I do this now. Okay, so a good thing to do is to just take a file and to file the edge, so you make a nice taper with the celluloid, and then you see that goes on there, but it makes a much nicer join, so that's worth doing. Okay, so this is the unit that I make, and you choose one that covers the damaged seams but leaves a bit at the side. You'll see why in a minute. So what I'm going to do now is to just apply a little bit of super glue there and put that on there and just hold it for a while it sets. Okay, so that's positioned it on there. Now I can actually, the scissors that actually I provide, I can just cut that off. Now what I have to do now is to put a band around this corner. So what I've done, I have this silk which is has a adhesive on it, and I use the box that I give you, and if you take about 4 or 5 centimeters, and then just cut that. And what that does, that's going to hold that underneath the nail, but you can see that it's too far. So what you do is you cut about 2 centimeters past the nail. That's on that side. And likewise on that side. Now this has an adhesive, so if you'll bear with me, I can peel this off. You can see. So that goes over the join. Now you can see where I'm coming from now. Okay, that goes over the join, and that's going to go underneath. So now this is where the gizmo comes in. If I don't break my fingernails getting it out. You choose which one. I think maybe that one would be the best. You can actually do this one side at a time actually. So okay, here we go. So I put the super glue, I'll do it one side at a time. Okay. I'm just going to push that underneath to begin with, and then use the gizmo to go underneath there. Okay, and push that in. Okay, that's that side. See? Now I'm going to do this side. This is very important actually because it anchors the sorry. So I've got that underneath and I pushed it down. Right. Okay, so now that you can see is glued and is set. Now I might well do another one actually, but you put some more glue on. And then there we are, using the gizmo. Okay, so there we are. Now what I have to do, I would normally wait just a little bit longer, but I would trim that. Okay, now you won't believe it, but this is a beautiful jeweler's file. Right. I also use this 400 wet and dry. I'm doing this faster than I normally would. Okay, so you've just seen me have a fingernail that I couldn't possibly play the guitar. So Tom, if you just follow me, and I'll just show you that I can now play the guitar. There you are. In that time, I've got a reconstructed. Okay.